Hello, what's up, guys? Come back again in Riser Daos Remix playlist Finance Time. Now, in episode 15, I want talking about SNDK, SanDisk. Why SanDisk tonight has moved until 13 or 15%. So, let's check it out the data and research. Okay, record quarter from SanDisk is brilliant, but stock fell 8%. Then a slight take sent it up 14% in Thursday market. On 5 August, SanDisk reported the best quarter in its history, and the market sold it. 8 days later, the company held an investor day, showed no new result at all, and the stock closed up 13.67% at 228 billion US market cap. Tonight, why record got punished what the presentation actually promised and the number that decided whether any of this is investable. So, in the cluster Thursday, 13 August is up until 13.67%, and record gross margin in the quarter 4 is 84.6%, and for valuation only 6 times. Before we start, I turn on SanDisk. It is not in level car holding and it is not in my ETF account. No position, nothing to sell you, no promise return. This stock has moved from 42.82 to 2,354 US dollar in Thursday night in 12 months. So please be careful with anything you hear about it, including from me. Every figure tonight come from SanDisk on disclosure or from name research are checkable. The record, every number was record. The stock dropped 8%. Revenue is up 372% year over year. Result is record. Adjusted EPS as quarter 4 2026 is 39.25 US dollar. Comparison versus 34.52 expected. So result is bit up 14%. Gross margin is 84.6%. Comparison is record. Result is extraordinary. Fiscal year 2026 revenue is 20.25 billion US. Comparison full year result from 7.36 billion. Fiscal year 2026 net income is 11.43 billion US. Comparison full year result is record. Stock reaction is minus, drop 8%. Comparison one the day result is sold anyway. Fiscal year 2025 revenue was 7,350 billion US. So this business roughly triple in a single fiscal year, and the market response to the print was to sell it because maybe has up until 600% or 700% in year over year. And the logic memory is a cyclical business. Record mean the top. NAND flash has always been boom and bust. When a memory company posts its best ever quarter at its best over margin, experienced investors don't celebrate. They're starting asking how long until the price roll over. That is why the stock fell 8% on record result, and why it was still 43% below its 52-week high going into the investor day. It had also fallen almost 20% over the previous month, despite being up more than 450% year to date. So the entire event had one job: convince the market this is a structural reset in NAND economic, not the peak of another cycle, where record get punished. the scale, what has actually happened to the business. Fiscal year 2025 is 7.4 billion US. In the 2026 is 20.2 billion US. In the future 2027 is around 53.1 billion US. And for fiscal year 2028 is around 70 billion US. So fiscal year 2025 and 2026 are reported in the fiscal year 2027 and 2028 are Goldman Sachs estimate published 13 August. Estimate are not result. The reaction of presentation with no new result moved 27 billion of value when the Wednesday 12 August close price is 1,344.29 US dollar. Change is up 5.76%, not day before the event. And the event of the investor day, the Tuesday 13 intraday is over 17%, yeah, for peak of the day. And in the close, the 13 August is up 13.67%. So drop from the 17% to 13%, but still amazing day, yeah, because it has up until 13%. Held most of it, yeah, so many investors still held and rally until Friday. Yeah, the Friday pre-opening I have seen in the up 6%. Absolute brilliant. And market cap is 227.7 billion US from 200 billion US, up 27 billion. The closing price is my arithmetic from the reported 13.67% gain on 1,344.29 base US dollar. Compare this with episode 12 First Solar could not hold a policy pop. Sandisk held most of an investor day pop. Same market, opposite outcome. Because First Solar cannot hold the narrative, the policy, but the Sandisk is, for many investors still believe the valuation still cheap in the five times, yeah, and the paper is interesting, yeah, for most investors. The pitch, the N8 and the market pays 300 billion US this year. CFO Luis Pisoso told investors the total NEND market goes above 300 US dollar billion in 2026 and above 500 US billion in 2027, with demand continuing to outpace Sandisk supply and output staying tight into 2028. That is the direct answer to the peak cycle fear that knocked the stock down after a record quarter. Supporting it in AMD, with output grow in quarter 3 2026 slow to 2.3% quarter over quarter, the lowest in nearly 5 quarters. Still lowest, yeah. So many investors still believe for improving and upgrade from Sandisk according to TrendForce. Text supply plus AI interference demand the entire argument. If it holds, the cycle logic breaks. If it doesn't, if everything else on the slide is irrelevant. What management actually says. The number, these are the target that move the stock. Target revenue growth in the fiscal year 2028 until 2030, midpoint to high teen. For contact in line with bit growth, reaction is above expectation. Non-GAAP gross margin in the fiscal year 2028 until 2030 is up 80%. For contact is cheap, usually 50 until 60%. Reaction is software-like. Non-GAAP operating margin is 75%. For contact very rare at any scale. Reaction above expectation. Adjusted FCF margin is around 50%. For contact half of revenue, reaction is strong. And capital intensity midpoint single digit % of revenue. For contact long for memory and reaction efficient. So for comparison reported gross margin elsewhere in technology sit near 73% at Nvidia, 76% at Salesforce, and 69% at Microsoft. An 80% target for a company that manufactures physical flash memory is the single most aggressive claim in the presentation. Because for average in the 70, but for SanDisk is targeting 80%. So it's interesting most investor to hold and to buy SanDisk again. The piece as an 80% gross margin floor and on a memory manufacturer. SanDisk is not describing 80% as a peak. It is describing it as a floor that holds through fiscal 2030 even at contracted for pricing. If true, this is no longer a cycle memory company and the entire historical valuation framework is wrong. If it is optimist, then investor has just paid up for a model that assumes that good part of the cycle lasts 5 years. Goldman Sachs Bank, while keeping a buy rating, wrote that this concept still needs to be proven and will take the time to be reflected in the multiple. That is the fair position. The cashback 100% of excess free cash flow. Item capital priority first. In the figure, reinvest in the business, not technology edge. Capital priority second. Figure is no debt. No debt. Fantastic for me. Healthy balance sheet, not is credit rating. Capital priority 3. Figure is return 100% of excess FGF, not is buybacks preferred. Buyback authorized figure 6 billion US original, 14 billion added. Status 15.5 billion US remaining. So it has at 0.5 billion. So still 15.5 billion US remaining. Not is 5 until 10% of share. Quarter 4 fiscal year 2026 alone is generated 5 billion US, return 4.5 billion US. So status is executed because almost done in the 5 billion US, already doing it. Returning 4.5 billion US in a single quarter is not a promise. It already happened. That difference SanDisk with NVIS, Nebius. Nebius still prepays from Meta and Microsoft. But for SanDisk is has returned from 5 only 0.5 billion US. So it's very fantastic, very brilliant. That is the part of this presentation with the least amount of Fed required capital return. So if you want to invest, you must arithmetic and calculation all. If the capital expenditure has result, if AI and the product has result, I think it's great company. It's good company to invest. But if only pre-price, if only narrative of news, I think you must cautious and wait until the future reported maybe in the quarter 3, the 2026 or in the 2027. If it profitable, if that profitable, you must follow your heart and believe that company is great company. The option high bandwidth flash memory bandwidth without the memory price. HBF is SanDisk proposed answer to the memory wall in AI interface. The claim is HBM class read with bandwidth at a fraction of the cost with 8 to 16 times the capacity. Management said the first HBF product has stepped out with sample expected in calendar 2027 and revenue potential in calendar 2028. In SanDisk on simulation, HBF only architecture reportedly delivered the same token output using half the GPU capacity of HBM only design. An industry consortium around it reportedly includes Google, Meta, SK Hynix, and Tenstorrent. So I think the SanDisk, why can calling the investor in investor day, because the result is proven, half proven for me, yeah, not everything about narrative. So for me, I think I will consider in the future to invest in SanDisk. Be disciplined. Sample in 2027. Revenue maybe still in 2028. Yeah. Every company is not all about pros. It's not all about positive. You must focus on the problem. Problem too. The problem, the revenue incentives maybe in 2028. Notice what SBF is at this moment, a tap out product with no sample ship, no customer revenue, and no independent verification of the performance claims. SanDisk itself had FBF is not included in the long-term financial model that is honest, and it means the 80% margin target doesn't depend on it. Analysts describe it upside optionality, a free call option on top of the base case. Free options are worth something. They are not worth what a shipping product is worth. And the difference is where investors get hurt. So you must prepare, because if the revenue output in 2028, maybe you will get hurt. Yeah. So everything about in the world, yeah, for me, yeah, it's not about investing. It's about choose the life. It's about choose the career. Everything there is a risk. But for me, you must minimize the risk. So if the revenue may be in 2028 and volatility is very high, I still not invest in SanDisk. But maybe in 2027 or 2028, if the result has outcome for the revenue and profitable, I will consider SanDisk in my investment. The visibility, where management believe it can halt the margin. Item, NBM injectment, figure, X customer. Detail including 3 US hyperscaler. Effect, name, demand. Total contract value is 94 billion US. At contracted floor price. Effect is floor, not ceiling. Remaining perf, obligation, 91.1 billion US. Detail at flooring pricing. Effect is upside if price rise. Financial guarantee figure is 16.5 billion US. Detail across the egg. Effect board level. Volume coverage is 50% fiscal year 2027, 67% 2028. Planned volume under NBM. Effect is locked in. Weighted average duration is 4 years. Detail up to 5 on the longest. So it's long contract is good, yeah, for fundamental corporation. If the corporation has long and big contract with other corporation, yeah. So effect is multi-year. NBM mean new business model, long-term agreement with fixed near-term pricing and floor and selling the other years. Gross margin is said to be around 80% even at the floor. The long-term customer agreement, yeah, is good and great if you want to invest in SanDisk, because the long term. The mechanism, not a forecast, a contract. everything else in the presentation is a target. Still is the target. I have said that maybe the revenue in the 2028, but for complete 4.5 billion from the 5 billion only in the quarter is fantastic. In the half, we must appreciate and what is that? Appreciate and give a positive reaction. But in the other side, we must realistic, yeah, because there is so many target, yeah, like 80% gross margin even at the price floor. Then the memory cycle genuinely matter less than it used to. The guarantee are described as board level at the customer. What about 16.5 billion US? Management expect to the guarantee the contract value coverage ratio to roughly double within 2 years of signing because the agreement are backed and loaded. This is the one part of the story I will spend my time verifying if I were considering the stock. This is the actual bull case. The cost side. Why SanDisk says it can hold margin without heavy spending. Claim share of industry bit output figure 29% in the 2021 until 2025, meaning produce. Share of industry CapEx, capital expenditure, figure is 13% period 2021 until 2025, meaning is spent. Industry capital per exhibit is 2.7 times more than in cycle 2025, meaning rising cost curve. Xiaxia joint venture extended through 2034, meaning manufacturing base. So producing 29% of the industry bits with 12% of the industry capital spending is the strongest single argument in the whole presentation. If the figure hold up, these are the company on number presented at it on even. Manufacturing efficiency in the company onwards. So the company promised the efficiency. So we must look extend until 2034. The price, the most confusing, for me, in the valuation table in this whole series. Surprise, 1.528 US. Basis is 13 August close. Market capitalization is 227.7 billion US. Basis is reported. Fiscal year 2027 EPS Goldman is multiple and the valuation is only 6.6 times. Yeah, it look very cheap. Fiscal year 2026 actual EPS is 21.8 times is trailing. Goldman normalized EPS is 110 US. So multiple is 13.9 times. The basis because midpoint cycle estimate. And market year 2020 fiscal year 2026 revenue is 11.2 times is trailing stop. So many every multiple is, I think for me still cheap. Even 20 times. So it's great company to invest in the future. The third question is earning year 232 US earning power are the top of cycle. Goldman Sachs estimate fiscal 2027 earning 231.84 US percent. A Thursday close that is under 7 times earning, which sounds absurdly cheap. But Goldman on price target is built on normalized earning of 110 less than half its own forecast. That gap is not a contradiction. It is an analysis says plainly. Next year is a peak and you should value this company on what is earned throughout a full year, full cycle. At 110 US on of normalized earning, the stock trades near 40 14 times. Respectable, not obviously cheap. Yeah, only 14 times for valuation. So the single digit PE everyone will quote at you this week is real, and it is measure again a number almost nobody believe repeats forever. The one number that decides everything. Yeah. So the question is, it is still the price is has on the top or it can more improve. The straight three frame three very different number. Mizuho is estimate fair price in 1,900 US. Consensus in the 2,181 US dollar. Goldman estimate price size is 2,200 US dollar. And Evercore IC is 2,080 US dollar. So I think Mizuho outperform is roughly 9 times its fiscal 2027 estimate. Goldman buy is 20 times normalized EPS of 110 US. Evercore IC outperform with a 2,080% is best score. Right, the spread. They are agree on this business. On the business, they disagree on the multiple. L3 film rate is positively. L3 except the long-term target are strong. The 900 US gap between the lowest and highest target is almost entirely a disagreement about what multiple a memory company deserve on you believe its margin are durable. Mizuho applies roughly 9 times forward earning, only 9 times, still treating it partly as a cyclical. Goldman applies 20 times a normalist number, treating it as a quality compounder with a midpoint cycle haircut. The wider market has quote target as low as 1,000 and as high as 3,000 US this year. That range tell you nobody has settled what these companies. Notice what they disagree about. Yeah, so I think so many argument about the fair price is there is in the 2000 and the market is verdict is around 1,000 until 3,000 in this year. Yeah. It's up to you. You want to invest in SanDisk or not. The beer case. What will make me wrong? An AND price rollover. Goldman least downside rise is that the structural change in NAND pricing simplified to materialize every target on the previous slide assumes it does. Competition. China's producer HYMTC continuing to advance its roadmap is a named risk in the same research. Volatility itself. Now, high volatility. Yeah, for me. The stock has traded between 42.82 US and 154.39 US in a year. Fell 8% on record result. Fell 20% in a month, then rose 14% on a slide deck. Position sizing matter more than the thesis here. 3 ways this break. And why I might be wrong about being cautious in the other side, about 94 billion US of contract value at floor price with roughly 80% gross margin even at the floor is a structural answer the cycle question, not a hope. Yeah, the balance sheet carries no debt. Yeah. If company there is no debt, yeah, I will 100% follow my heart. And the company returned about 4.5 billion only a single quarter. Yeah, from the target is 5 billion US. So only 0.5. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, incredible. Cash generation is already demonstrated. And SBF is entirely excluded from the long-term model. If it works, none of today's number include it. And the full answer of all three, to all three. The verdict answering the title question directly was the quarter fantastic. Answer yes. Evidence 8.97 billion US revenue, 84.6% margin. Are the target credible? Answer is unproven. Because maybe in the result 2027 or 2028. Evidence is 80% GM floor truck fiscal year in the 2030. Is the contract book real? Yes. The contract is 5-year, 94 billion US TCV and 16.5 billion US guarantees. Is it cheap? Cheaped entirely. If you follow the Mizuho, maybe if I'm not forget in the nine times. If you follow on Goldman Bank, Goldman Sachs, maybe you said SanDisk is around 11 times. And if you follow Evercore IC, it's a little premium in the 20, not premium but more higher in the 20 times. So it's up to you. Will I invest there? Maybe for me not, because so many so much trading on SanDisk and high volatility. 42 US dollar to 2,354 US dollar in 12 months. Not for me, it's about my portfolio and my temperament, not a recommendation. A company whose fair value depends on whether you use peak or mid-cycle earning is a company. I cannot value with confidence, and I don't buy what I cannot value. Because I cannot understand the company is in the peak of the price or still mid-cycle. And for 12 months is very volatile. It's around 42 until 2,354. So rule number 1, I has follow one of the good YouTuber about invest is about rule number 1. Don't lose your money. If you lose your money, so you are not investing. If you lost not much, maybe you are investing. But if you lost much of your money, that is not investing for me. But that is the betting. So for me, if the volatility in around the price SanDisk is 42 until 2,000 and 300 US dollar is you can your money can lose. You can lose much of your money. So for today, I'm not invest SanDisk. Not on source, press target or opinion with a deadline. Every target on the left slide is a 12-month view from an analyst what firm might do business with the company. That doesn't make them worthless. These are serious people with excess management, keep them, and I don't. But read what a target is built on, not just the number. Goldman 2,200 US is 20 times. Normal is 110 US. That assumption matter more than the target. When you see a target quote with no methodology attached, treat it as headline, not as analyzed. So if you cannot calculation, I think for me it's not about methodology. It's not about research, but it's about assumption and narrative. And not the dates. All three of these notes were published on 13 August, the day of the event. Anything can change by the time you watch this. One thing's worth saying about research notes. The watch list. 4 things into fiscal 2027. Quarterward in the 2027 result again guidance 10.3 until 10.8 billion US and 83 until 85% gross margin. It can, yeah. It can or not, yeah. NAND spot and contract pricing, the single variable the whole thesis rests on. Whether NBM coverage of fiscal 2028 volume rise above the start tutor HBF sample in calendar 2027 and whether any name customer commit publicly. What I will watch next. Yeah. So you must focus on for this list. If this list is complete, all in on SanDisk. Yeah. Bottom line, the market didn't buy the result. It bought the contract. A record quarter with an 84.6% gross margin was sold, and 8 days later, a presentation with no new financial was bought hard. That is not irrational. Investors were never worried about what SanDisk earned last quarter. They were worried about what happened when the cycle turned. It's worried about the high volatility of swing and trading and etc. Yeah, the investor they answered that with roughly 94 billion US of contracted value at floor price and a claim 80% margin floor. If that halt, the historic way of valuing this company is obsolete. If it doesn't, you are paying 14 times mid-cycle earning for memory manufacturer at the top of its cycle. Both of those are defensible reading today, and this is exactly why the price target run from 1,000 to 3,000 US dollar. That is episode 15. See you next earning. If this was useful, subscribe. The whole playlist is one long argument. What is the real and what is the narrative of news in this market? Playlist Finance Time in the Rise Firdaus Remix. Visit my portfolio in Rise Firdaus / GitHub.io/my portfolio website. Not financial advice, to your own research. So the conclusion about SanDisk or SNDK is there is two, yeah, for me. The first, SanDisk must proven. 80% is half proven and half still not proven and until 2030. If the result is proven, profitable, I will follow my heart and believe all with satisfying life and focus on my life. If there is no proof, I will not consider in SanDisk because the second, SanDisk is very volatile. So much people with leverage maybe love SanDisk. I didn't like. I don't like. I don't like about leverage. I don't like about the swing trading choice. Swing trading choice is like Nebius, maybe SanDisk, and there is a oracle like Michael Burry. Yeah, Michael Burry. If Michael Burry buy, I will not buy. Yeah, because I am the passive and slowest investor like Warren Buffett. Maybe I will buy much about Johnson and Johnson. Maybe I will buy much about like Visa or MasterCard. But it can saving my money. So the rule number one is not lost so much of my money. And the second, the focus for not buying poor man, not to be rich man. So there is two about SanDisk. Yeah. If you can guarantee your heart about high volatility and you believe that 2027 until 2030 is proven, yeah, you must invest in SanDisk. Okay, this is for in episode 15. I'm sorry if there is a wrong in my speaking English, and see you in the next time. Bye bye.